Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another episode of Pana Gringo, the podcast for living in Panama. I'm your host, Austin Hess, and also the COO and lead relocation specialist with Do Panama Real Estate and Relocation. And we just love helping those out there looking to discover Panama, and of course, those already living here in Panama or coming on vacation to Panama, and just getting in the know, understanding the great services, business that happen here, and individuals in the community, both Panamanians and expats, doing awesome things. So today I have some special guests. If you guys are into race cars, you are going to be very excited about my guest today. I mean, we got one guy that owns one of 450 Bugattis in the world. We have another guy that's an executive with Autodromo, and that is our new race car track here in Panama that's really highlighting so much energy and bringing so many new types of people to the country. So today, my first guest, we have Jose Chokran. I hope I said that right. He is an incredible Panamanian gentleman that I have just recently met, but he is a big part of the race car track, and I'm just super excited for this element to come to Panama. And I know you are quite involved. You know the owner very well. You guys are like hermanos, brother to brother. And so first off, I want to talk about the track, what kind of races are happening out there, and just some of those details.
Okay, thank you for having me here.
Of course, welcome.
Welcome to Panama, the Gringo, the Bugatti guy. So, talking about Autodromo is a racetrack of first, how you say nivel?
First level of the track.
First level track in Panama. We have FIA approved. It's a track that can race road race car, track days, motorcycle, go-karts, whatever you think that has wheels and an engine, you can drive it there. It's a beautiful place. It's a place for a family to, it's a 2.6 kilometers track, the small one. They're building the new one. It's going to be 3.6 kilometers. You have all the amenities over there. Everything is beautiful over there.
Now, you got a lot of spectators and teams coming from all around the world. Like, this is what has impressed me is that, I think one of the first races that happened there, a gentleman from Trinidad and Tobago had won that race, and it just really blew me away that, these are people coming from the Caribbean. They're shipping cars over. Like, this is a big deal for Panama.
Yes.
So, and I know that coming up soon, there's a 500-kilometer race that is going to happen here in the near future. What's that all about? What kind of cars are going to be racing?
Well, the race is coming is in June 6th. It's the 500 kilometers. That's an iconic race. We used to race that type of races in 1970s and 80s. I was very young. I think I raced the last 2 or 3. I don't remember exactly. But people who's coming here is not only Trinidad. It's coming Trinidad, Venezuela, France, Germany. All over the world is coming to Panama because we have a first-level track. Believe me, it's the most beautiful track in this region. So the 500 kilometers is going to be cars like Lamborghinis, Porsches, Corvettes.
How long does it take to drive? How many laps is 500 kilometers?
Well, it's not it's our race for the GT Challenge is 45 minutes each stint.
Okay.
With a stop. Then you go another 45 minutes. But we have other classes that is running, that the TCR, the Panamanian class, motorcycles, street legals. There's many.
So this is an all-out show coming.
Yeah, it's a complete show. It's at night. It's beautiful, but it's at night. The track is completely light, so it's beautiful.
Awesome. Well, that's very exciting. And then, guys, if you want more information on Autodromo, you guys have Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, I'm sure.
Yes, for sure. They have everything. Autodromo, Panama, everywhere. Our team is Chokran Racing Team. You can follow it also. It has a lot of followers. We have one of the faster all-type car, muscle car on the track.
And what kind of car it's your son that's driving that car, yeah?
My son, John, is driving the car. He has the track record now for our class. We think we're going to break that record again.
Awesome.
On this one, on June 6th. The people that go there, the last race, it was about 18,000 people, 15,000 people. I don't remember exactly the number. But it was beautiful, everything. You can go. It's very, it's a family place.
That's awesome. And I'm glad you brought that up because there's a lot of new stuff happening out there, or there's plans. There's a lot of plans. I've heard something about a water park. I've heard something about like one of those awesome obstacle courses that is like for super fit and challenged, like it's a very challenging course. And there's also some planned development, which we're going to get into, with some of our real estate vlogs here in the near future. So we'll leave all of that exciting stuff for then. But is there really going to be a water park and all these other attractions coming?
Well, as you say, I know Norberto very well. There's something that I can tell, but there's things going on the track. A lot of
am I spilling the beans a little too early?
Yes, correct. That's a gossip.
Well, that's what I do here, Pana Gringo style, right? I got to help instigate and inspire. I'm trying to inspire. I have so much love for this country. I've been here for 14 years. That's where I came up with the name Pana Gringo was, it is such a privilege to call this my home. When I travel the world, people say, where are you from? I don't say the United States. I'm from Panama. Like, I'm very proud to be a Panama resident. I've been here, again, for 14 years, and I love to see this country grow. And I'm so appreciative of all the support that, Panamanians, your culture is so beautiful. You guys are so welcoming. You're so inviting since day one, since I've been here. And I've just enjoyed working alongside of all of the Panamanians that I'm so blessed to work with that own restaurants and hotels throughout the country that, back when I did a lot of publications, my first decade in the country, before really the real estate and relocation business took off to Panama. And it's, again, I just thank you and Norberto for all that you guys are doing, because this is a game changer for Panama. I mean, this race car track is like you said, it's another level.
It's another level. It's not only a racetrack. It's it's part of the life. It's a living well in Panama. Everything is beautiful here. Like you say, we have restaurants, hotels. But it's not only about that. We have logistics. And the tourism now is growing up like crazy here in Panama.
Well, did you know, I chat GBT this the other day. I was shooting a vlog. Tourism before and even a little bit after the pandemic was around 1.5, 1.7 a year, I believe, based on what I have been educated on. We hit 3 million tours last year.
Yes, correct. 3 million.
Like, this is massive. Like, massive. Panama is on the map. Panama is growing. I mean, my team sold 2 condos yesterday. There are people coming to Panama. There's a lot of people coming to check it out. And then a lot of people just fall in love with the country. You can let your hair down. It's relaxed. You got the Caribbean vibe. You got the good weather. Everything. Right versus left. When there's an issue in the streets, it's the Panamanian people versus the government, And again, it's beautiful to see Panamanians that are always working together, to make this country better and, to keep everyone on the right path.
Yes, that's what we need. We need tourism. We need people to come to Panama to live, spend money here. Everything. Panama is very safe. Panama is very safe.
Very safe. And very friendly. And again, best weather, it's just incredible that, I used to tell people, because, I'm from the Northwest, Pacific Northwest, and originally, and whenever I would talk to friends back home, I say, oh yeah, I got cold today, so I had to go outside, just to rub it in a little bit,
No, you have cold inside your house.
Yeah, because again, it's different, Usually you go inside to get warm, of course, up there. And it's raining and depressing, and that's why I'm so happy to be living down in the sunshine, and why I love bringing beautiful people from around the world, which is going to bring up my next guest. Thank you so much, Jose. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
And everything you do. Thank you so much. And then we have our next guest today. This is a gentleman that came by the Do Panama real estate and relocation desk at the Hilton Hotel and has become a dear brother of mine and an amazing friend, client, mentor, motivator, just an inspiration in so many levels. Mr. Tong King, entrepreneur and life coach. Welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you. What an introduction. How can I follow that up? Might as well stop now and, thank you. And, I just listened to what you said, what we spoke with Jose, and amazing, absolutely amazing. And when I met Jose through the car world, he reflects that perfect Panamanian, super friendly, super helpful. And, Panama is great. I absolutely love Panama. First time I came here I'm old, 20 years ago, on like a business trip. And I've been ever coming since and thinking a lot about Panama. And, I wanted to, I like real estate. That's what I do in the U.S. I looked for another home. I have a few vacation homes and stuff, and I wanted something, obviously, for my family, my daughter. I wanted something super safe. And people always say, oh, you go to this third world country. You know what? I'm German, and I live in Florida. but it offends me. It actually does. It's like shocking. I'm like, dude, this is not scary.
Well,
this
and
is
even
like,
the true definition of a third world country has nothing to do with the aesthetics, with any way that people describe it. It's actually based on your treaties. So it's interesting too, though. But I know what you mean. Like people say, do they even have TVs down there?
yes.
Like, oh my gosh! Like our city's bigger than yours.
Yes, yes.
You should see our skyline. It's
But
massive.
actually, to the city, and again, I'm not a city person. I like living on my farm, and I like that. Panama City itself doesn't feel to me like a city. It just doesn't. I see that
It's like
big
a loving
skyline,
city. Yeah.
and I see sometimes, okay, at 4 o'clock is traffic. I stuck with Jose in traffic yesterday for an hour, but that's not I don't see it as a big city. You know what I mean? 4 o'clock is traffic anywhere.
Well, and this morning you were out walking on the Cinta Costera and you ran into the ex-president,
Yes, super friendly, saying hi, meeting him, talking to people. People are definitely, and talking about the Cinta Costera, I walk there every morning, and there's so many people. And I also walk in Miami or in Boca Raton, Florida.
And guys, make sure you look for the guy with the mismatched shoes. Tom is always wearing 2 different shoes. So if you see anyone out on the Cinta Costera wearing 2 different tennis shoes, say hi. That's Tom. He's just recently, and actually I want to bring this up because you do say that you're an outside the city guy. When you came and talked to myself and worked with our agent David, which I know you guys had a great time, you looked at Altos del Maria, which is a
Correct.
gorgeous place, an hour and a half from the city, in nature, beautiful gated community. Definitely a place to have a second home in the future.
And I will have one.
And so, again, nothing against Altos del Maria. I know it's a beautiful place. I want to have a house there. And it's a gorgeous place. But you chose Panama City. And you chose the Ocean Reef, which is actually a very secluded, very private, secure island. 2 main islands with a beautiful marina in the middle. And I want to talk to you a little bit about that. First, what brought you to Panama and that decision to go from mountain and maybe think that the city was a better fit for you and your family?
I see myself on camera and I see my wrinkles. So that means I'm not that young no more. So what I want today is have a safe place for my daughter, my family. I'm really into health now because we're not getting younger. And health doesn't not necessarily means the health system. The health system in Panama is amazing. Like I have an actual doctor here that I go walking with in the morning. It's amazing.
She is awesome.
Yes, but health for me also means blue zone. Panama has blue zones. I get healthy food. I walk to the fish market. Very, very important for me. Yes, I love the cars and how I met Jose, went to the racetrack. Remember, I grew up at Green Hell. If for people that know what Green Hell is, #1 racetrack in the world, the Nürburgring in Germany. Not the same as here, but the atmosphere here reminds me when I was a kid there. Super friendly, super nice. Do I like the cars? I went to other countries. I went to Colombia. I went to Costa Rica. What's missing in those countries? I cannot drive a sports car. In Panama,
Drive whatever car you want.
don't tell when Jose and I drive together, so that we don't want to talk about that. But it's beautiful, and I go on the racetrack, and you go in, and you pay your entry fee, and you sit there, and you can have it's just so family-oriented, and I came here because of the safety and the health reasons.
And then, obviously, you have a brand new daughter. By the way, congratulations to Tom. He has a beautiful brand new daughter, just born recently. And now you're planning to raise her here with your wife. And I think that probably would have influenced you a bit because of schooling. I mean, obviously, we have such great international schools here in the city. This is probably another reason to definitely be looking at this area over Altos del Maria, maybe, huh?
Yes, and I know it's a little early. She's only 6 weeks old, so she's not going to school anytime soon. Hopefully she's... but even for nannies and stuff like this, just this morning before the interview, I had a long conversation with a Mandarin-speaking nanny,
Wow,
and...
great idea.
Imagine what a nanny in Miami or in Boca Raton, Florida costs right now. And then not even for the cost. Like if I hire a nanny there, most of them, they are on their phone all day and they're not with my kid. I want somebody that if I pay for it, I want to get what I paid for.
Yeah, a lot of the nannies here, I've had great experiences. I've watched, obviously, my son grow up here. He's about to turn 11. Congratulations, Octavio. He's such a super kid. It's funny. I actually wrote my parents this morning He's got his first communion coming up. He's very religious. I just love how passionate. He just opened his own YouTube channel on religion. He's going to be teaching scripture to children. So shout out to Octavio. You got to go follow his new YouTube. So we're going to put it in the description for him. And, you know, he's also the lead in a play coming up. So it's like, it's so cool to see all the things that they provide kids. You know, he's playing American football, tackle football, flag football. He's doing mountain bike downhilling, all the things that kids can do here. Like, I feel like when you mention the race car track and back in the old days in Germany, I feel like it's like that even for the kids here. Like, that's why I really like Ocean Reef. I really like Costa del Este. I really like Santa Maria, to allow kids to go out and be somewhat independent when they get a little bit older, you know? And like, that's another important thing to consider. I know it's, for you, it's many moons away. But again, it is something in the horizon.
Nowadays, I do concentrate on that more. I remember we looked at a house together. I think it was with you or with one of your associates when I looked at the house in Costa del Este, closed neighborhood, and we went there on a Sunday, and I'm like, I can get in. And we talked to the guy in the front, and they wouldn't let us in. And of course, I'm like, I'm trying to buy this big house here, and like, why don't they let us in? And all of a sudden, I realized it's closed because it's Sunday, it's family day. And
Very
of course, I
important,
was upset I couldn't see my house, but at the same time, did I think like, this is what I want for my family. I want my family to be, you know, in a secure, safe neighborhood. And then I talk to people that have kids here, and they're like, activities here, 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 and here. And I'm like, wow, this is so much better.
Yeah, there's just so much going on for the kids. It's such a friendly country, you know, and a lot of people also bring up, I know you have 2 dogs you're going to be bringing down with you. The fact, you know, actually our last show, we had a woman in the company she works for that does the pet relocation, the pet transportation. But it's, you know, people always are asking me, like, is the building pet friendly? I'm like, this country is super pet friendly. Like, there's just dogs, and I mean, I don't see the cats usually. People don't walk cats, but you see so many dogs around the city, out on the Cinta Costera 1, on the Cinta Costera 2. You know, Tom and I like to walk out there. You look for the guy with the different color shoes. Usually I'm wearing some big headphones if I'm not with Tom, or if I am, then I'm just chit-chatting, join the conversation. We're actually going to be doing a new vlog episode out there called Morning Walks with Tom and Austin, which we've been talking about. Again, just to give you guys out there more context about what it's like living in Panama and interviewing, you know, other people of this stature, both Panamanians and expats like Tom, because again, it's just so awesome. Like, I love what I do. I love helping people connect with Panama, you know, and as I mentioned earlier on, I came out with a newspaper on tourism, then a magazine about restaurants in the city. And then, you know, out of the pandemic, realized that, hey, you know, I had more to offer, you know, and I've learned so much by going to every place that an expat could possibly want to live in this country every single month for 10 years to say, wow, I've really absorbed so much information. I mean, there's a lot of Panamanians that tell me that I know Panama way more than any Panamanian would ever know Panama, because I literally went to Bocas del Toro, Boquete, El Valle, Volcan, Vanao, Pedasí, Coronado area every single month, distributing the newspaper, working with my team. You know, it was a monthly publication back then. So it's incredible to be able to help people discover this place, both through these videos, and again, giving people more information about the types of people that are moving here, because it's a lot of the outside the box thinkers. You know, it's not just the normal Joes. So you get like awesome people from Australia, awesome people from Germany, awesome people from Italy, France, United States, Canada, Trinidad and Tobago, St. Mark's. I mean, I have friends from so many different countries that live in this place, and we all call this beautiful country, this little country that connects North and South America, called Panama, home. And it's a blessing. It really is, to meet individuals like Tom. Of course, I met Jose through Tom, but we had another mutual friend. You know, it's like a high school campus, this country. Everybody knows someone by some degree, you know, and it's beautiful, you know, like it's a really great place. And I hope all of you out there that are watching this, if you are interested in moving to Panama, just go to our website, dopanama.com. We have a free relocation survey there. It's a 23-question survey. Where should I live? And this will allow you to really understand and consider what you should be thinking about. And when you answer those questions, we'll generate a quick, detailed sheet where you should be looking. My team will then get in contact with you and then set up a complimentary 30-minute Zoom call with myself. So again, you can find that on dopanama.com. We also have our real estate network with listings from our over 140 affiliates throughout the country of Panama. And of course, you can get all the details about all of our other services there as well. I want to again thank Tom King and Jose from Autodromo bringing in the races with his team, but also with his participation. I know you've been in this world for a long time. Again, I congratulate you guys holding the track record in your class. Big congratulations to your son. And I wish you guys the best. June 6th, you said?
June 6th.
June 6th, guys, do not miss this. Get on Instagram, get on Facebook, just Google it. Again, I'll put all the details in the post of this video. So just to look down in the text, all that information will be there. We hope to see you at the track. I'm going to be out there. I won't be racing, but I'll be watching. And again, thank you, Tom. Really appreciate your friendship, your brotherhood, your information, and adding an awesome new element to Panama, bringing your family here to live and enjoy life.
Thank you very much for having me.
Absolutely. Well, guys, until next time, ciao.